Go High Level Wizard here, and now I'm going to be going over a complete tutorial of the client portal inside of Go High Level. Before we jump in though, go right down below, smash the subscribe button. If you have any questions at all, drop a comment down below. So to access the client portal, we're just going to go to memberships and you'll have access to it right here. Funny enough though, under sites, you will also have access to the client portal. Same exact thing, but I recommend using the memberships one because it has everything to do with the client portal, courses, communities, affiliates, all this stuff in one place. So it's much better to use it through memberships. So before we go through customizing this, I just want to explain what the client portal is and what it does. So all the client portal is a gateway to these three things. Okay, and there may be more added later, but it's a quick login portal for them to access courses, communities, and affiliates all from one place. So it streamlines your process as opposed to having to send, a login to your courses, a login to communities, a login to your affiliate, all these different things. You can just have one client portal where they can log in, which will save you so much time. It also saves them a lot of confusion. But if you are confused at all on like, okay, how do I set up a course community? I have full videos on my YouTube channel that are like the most in-depth on courses, on communities, and affiliates. So if you're wanting to, after set up the client portal, have these things dialed in, please go to my YouTube channel and watch them so you understand. And all the client portal is just a quick, fast way from one login dashboard to access these things on high level. The first tab in the client portal is dashboard. And this is just a quick dashboard to show you some basic stats and to show you some quick links to get people in fast. So the first thing is you can have your URL right here so you can copy it, send it to yourself, send it to someone else, or just look at stuff, which is nice because you want to have access to it. Show how many people invited and then how many users you have. Then you're going to have these actions. First in actions is generating a magic link. All a magic link is a one-time use, time-sensitive URL that basically allows them to log in without a password. Again, it goes away. It's just, you can do it once, but they're really cool if you want to get people in fast or show people stuff. So you just click generate, okay, and you can pick it either on contact or custom menu. I'll go over custom menu in a second, but if you're picking contact, you just select the drop down and pick which contact you want. You can generate the link, or you can already have it generated and then send an email to said contact. Now, custom menu is just picking which one. Do you want it to be a magic link for the courses, the affiliates, or the communities? And you would just pick which one. You would just generate it and send the email, or you can just put it in an email manually. But again, these are great if you just want to get people in quick. And then you can just invite people to portal very fast. Again, you can pick all the contacts you want right here. Very simple, very straightforward. Again, I'm not pulling down the drop down because I have some private contacts on there that I don't want to be releasing their names. But you would just click which one you want and then click send invite and it will email them that. But what you can also do is if you were to generate a link up above, like taking the one there, you could go into contacts and just bulk select everyone and send everyone the invite if you want, if that's something you want to do. But that's a quick way to do it. And then send login email, very simple, very straightforward. Same thing as inviting to client portal. You just pick the contact and send email that way. If anyone didn't get said login, you can send it to them like that. But that's it. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. These are just some quick ways to get people in your courses, communities, whatnot, very fast. And again, this dashboard is just a quick way to see your stats and get people in. Then the second tab is going to be settings. So this is where we set everything up. So this is where we set the client portal up. And let me show you what the client portal looks like. So this is the client portal. And you can make this way better. I just made this super simple. But I'm going to also show you how to edit this so we can kind of build this out together and it'll look really nice. But this is the client portal that we're going to be editing. Again, this logs into all of those different things. So the first on settings is domain setup. So this is how we just set up your client portal and make it live. So they give you a subdomain that you can already have and you can just add, whatever you want in there. It's pretty cool and you can copy that and that can be your client portal. It looks a little weird because it says app.client.net. It works. It's fine. Or you can be professional and plug in a domain here. And to do that, you would just click add domain and go through the same steps you do on your domain registrar. It's literally the same thing as setting up domains on high level. Again, if you do not understand how to do that, please go to my channel and watch a video on that so you understand. But you put it in, you'd add the records, and you would add it. Or you can change it by clicking modify and doing stuff like that. Quick pro tip though, before we move on, because this part is relatively simple. It's just hooking up a domain and you already have the subdomain. So if you're trying to get this started quickly, you can just use this. But if you are going to use the custom domain, I want to make something clear. Because this is something that I've seen a lot of issues with, and it can potentially mess stuff up for you. I recommend using just the root domain, the full thing. Do not use a subdomain. Okay? I was using subdomains, and I was having problems with all kinds of different stuff. Logins weren't being sent, emails weren't being sent, all these different things. Okay? And I at first thought I just messed some stuff up on the back end, but I called GoDaddy support after trying everything and high-level support, went through everything, and they were stumped. Again, at the time of this video, or the time of you watching this, this may be cleared up, but I will say I ran into some weird issues with using subdomains. And again, they had no clue what to say. They were like, yeah, we have no idea what's going on. So again, once I put in the full domain and got rid of everything, everything started working perfectly. So just be careful with subdomains. I recommend just adding the full thing and just having it dedicated. That way it's much simpler. But again, you can add those and then you would just click update domain and then you would be good to go. Now we're going to move into branding. Okay, this is customizing the look and the feel of the client portal. It's making this look a certain way. So first, let me go through what each of these does. So the first thing is going to be editing the portal name. This right here, okay, this right here, that's the portal name. Portal description right here is this right here, okay? Your brand colors, both this and that, both the blue and the black I have, are what you see right here as a gradient. And I can also show you how to have an image on that background, but that's what those are. Then the favicon, okay, is this bad boy right up here, okay? That's how we're going to edit that. And then the portal image is going to be this back here. You can put a whole backdrop, which I'll show you how to do in a sec, right here. It's pretty cool. You have your logo right here, which would be this right here. You have the support email address you can put, and then the copyright, and then some advanced stuff if you want to do some extra coding, which is extra work involved on your behalf, of course. So now that you understand those things, first thing, name the portal. So put in the exact name of what you want. And remember, I just showed you what that was on the page. So put that in right here. Okay. Then put in the description. What do you want it to say? What do you want to say? Hello? Do you want to say welcome? Put in a little tagline there. Then you're just going to put your basic colors. But again, if we're going to be using an image, that will change. The next thing you're going to want is your favicon. By the way, it says exactly what you need. So if you have Canva, you can come right into 16 by 16 and you can just plug that in. Again, it's that little thing on the top of the tab. And I already showed you what all of these meant. So please rewind if you lost track of time and you forgot already. But go through and you add that. And then once you're done with that, we now need to discuss the portal image. And this is really what I want to go over because I see a lot of people messing this up, but we're just going to use Canva for this. And the portal image is this whole background feature here. So we're going to come right into Canva. We'll click this. By the way, Canva does have a free trial. And no, I do not have an affiliate link for Canva, but it's so cheap if you are going to get it. I recommend everyone use it because you can do all graphic design with it. And again, you can just download an image and crop it on your computer. It's either way. I just do this because it's easiest. But now we have to put in the custom dimensions. So as you see right here, it says 1920 by 2160. So we'll put 1920, okay? And then 2160. That way you have your dimensions properly configured. So we'll click create new design. And then we can add whatever we want here. So we're just going to go to elements and we're going to do, let's just do marketing. Again, pick whatever you want. I'm not, it doesn't have to be marketing. We're just going to use this. Actually, no, we're going to use an image. Let's pick an image here. Photos. We're going to do this one just because this looks kind of cool. What we'll do is we'll add a transparency to the image like this. Okay, so we'll go down like that. But what we're also going to do is we're going to make the background darker so that it actually works. Because see the difference here? If we make the background light, okay, right here, the image gets light, but we're going to do dark, and then we're just going to click this right here, and we're going to do replace background, and then boom, we have it right there. And we might make it just a little bit darker, and then all we have to do is click download. Now we come back here, okay, to the portal. I'm going to click this, I'm going to click the exact image we want, and now it's going to be good to go. But what we're going to do is we're going to come right down to save settings so we can see this in action. So make sure that's 100% saved so we can check this out in the portal. So now we're back at the portal and look at that. That's pretty cool. Now again, I would make this even darker because you can barely see what I'm writing, but you can select whatever you want. And again, you don't have to use Canva. You can use any sort of software where you can just get it that perfect size that it says because you're going to want to do that. But from there, you just customize that and you're good to go. So then you just put in your logo here, whatever you want. As you see, I have a face on mine of my face. If it's an actual logo, again, depending on what you're doing with the images, basic graphic design 101. If it's too dark or too bright, you may want to put like a white image or something that doesn't get lost in the sauce so it pops out. So you put in whatever logo you want, and then you can put in your copyright and then enter your support email address. So that's it. That's how you go through entirely and you customize this portal. Very simple. And again, you have some code stuff if you want to do that there. But that's editing the entire portal so you can make it look however which way you want. And then as always, please just click save setting. Okay, so now we're going to go back and now we're going to do the app permissions. is the features that you want to see on the switcher. This is it right here. You get access to this. So whether you're on courses, you're on communities, affiliates, whatever, you'll be able to click these 9 dots and be able to access these things. And again, you pick which ones you want to access by clicking these dots. So make sure that you go through and you configure and you pick, okay, which one do I want them to see? Contracts, courses, communities, and then you pick it and add it and you'll be good to go. It's as simple as that. You just click them on, off, and then click save and you're done. And this is important because you may not want anyone to have access to affiliates or any of this other stuff. Maybe just communities, but you would select which one you want. That way, when you're on here, your people can immediately navigate through stuff and not be confused. And again, with trainings, you can just have it through learning, so you don't really need courses. But again, depending on your structure, that's how you would add it. Now, this is interesting because what this is this is a landing page that it immediately logs into once they log into the client portal. So I have it on communities, which is this right here. So when someone logs in on the client portal, this bad boy right here, it immediately goes into communities. And you could make this go into courses. You can make this go into affiliates. But I have my client portal immediately going into communities. And you just pick which one you want. And that's just the default landing page. So as soon as they log in, it goes somewhere. So again, it just depends on what you're doing. You just click each one, whatever it, which way you want it, like that. I recommend communities if you're using a community, because the last thing you want to do is have people trying to log in and then it's going to affiliates or courses and they're just trying to get into communities. But that's how you would access the branding part. Very cool, very simple. And I see this little hack. I see a lot of people messing this up and a lot of people logging in going, where's my stuff? Easy fix. Just come to branding under the client portal, under settings, and you will be Gucci. So go that, click save settings, and then you'll be good to go. Now we have email settings. Here is you have a bunch of email settings when people join groups, courses, however you want this to happen, that's pre-configured. So you can check out the templates. You can pick them in your email settings templates. Please have a full video on that if you don't understand that. To pick, you would just click what you want. So let's do DE Platinum Live. You'd be able to view it like that once you have it. And it's cool because you have all these different things. So you have group membership email stats. So once they're approved, does it send them an email? General email settings. So new comment on a post, tagging a post, tag, everyone, learning, going through the courses, membership roles, all of this stuff. You also have stuff with certificates, so you can make sure that's all if you have it set up. And then courses too. So sending a welcome email, sending a drip, any offer access. You have all of this stuff. And again, I'm breezing through because it says what it is. It's like new comments in courses. Notify members when a new comment is added to a course. You're the one who decides. I mean, it's so straightforward. All you'd have to do to edit any of these, once you go, oh, okay, I want this, this, and this, you can just click this. Check mark off. Check mark off. As you see, saved in preferences. I don't want any of this, or I do want it, and you just check it. That's all you do. And again, to configure the template or what you want it to send, it could be the default high-level template, or you can click this drop down and add these. And to add these templates, okay, you're going to go under the email template side, which at this freaking point, let me show you. So we're going to come right to marketing. You're going to go right to emails, and you're going to go to templates. Okay, I have a full video on this, so I'm not going to go ham on this right now, but I have a full video. You just click new, you pick what you want, create from existing, blank template, whatever, and you create an email template. That way, if it's someone coming in and you want to say, yay, welcome to our course, high five, you can add that here so that when you are back all the way here, you can configure that exact thing through here. That way you have more customization of what it's saying, which can be awesome. The default ones are very generic. It's like, hello, how are you? Welcome, simple shit like that. But you can play with that however which way you want. And again, that's how you would add it. And to turn any of these off and on, again, you just click. It's that simple. Go High Level makes it so easy, guys. Like you can be completely just not all there and it works. So that's how you do it. That's how you do all of the settings. Please rewatch if that's confusing. Now that you've configured everything is set up. We now go on to the app. So here's the thing about the app. This is not necessarily for the client portal, even though they're advertising it in the client portal. It's more for courses, communities, and all that stuff, which is this stuff right here. And guys, please go watch the videos on my channel if you do not understand it, because that is very important. This is for that mostly. So yes, technically you could, or you could just use the Go Collab app, okay, which is All this is, we'll go to Brandon mobile app. It's just Go Collab white labeled or gray labeled, whatever you want to call it, which is this right here. It's spelt with a K, and you can get that in the Android App Store or the iOS App Store. But it's very simple, very straightforward, and I just use that. I just have people go to Go Collab. But if you want to white label the app, make it look different, make it look better, you can pick this. You can pay $79 a month, subscribe, and then you have an app that you can now customize, so to speak. So again, it gives you little bits of extra stuff, sending push notifications, all this other cool stuff. So it's pretty handy. It's pretty handy. But again, if you're not wild about it, or you're fine with using the Go Collab app, which I use, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But again, if you want to, you just click get started and you're good to go. So you now know how to configure and set up and customize your client portal. But now if you want to add more stuff like courses and communities, please go to my YouTube channel. Okay, I'll probably link some stuff at the end of this video to these so you can understand. I'll actually link both the courses and communities video. But that way you can go into these and build these out so you have the full system built out. And again, High Level makes this so easy, and you can just print dollars using this, but I will link those at the end of the video. If you are interested in learning more about High Level, I have a 30-day free trial link down below. Natty 14, an exclusive 30-day free trial link. If you sign up, you get access to me one-on-one, snapshots, goodies, a private community, help, all this other stuff, and then a potential partnership idea where we can really take your agency or business to the moon. So please go check that out. But other than that, guys, any questions, drop them down below. I appreciate you guys watching. And as always, Go High Level Wizard out.